there, lovely viewers. Welcome to the YouTube channel, Fiction and Facts. Today, we'll be talking about the anime/manga Akame ga Kill. Now, I'm sure some of you anime lovers probably know that anime for certain reasons. Okay, that probably traumatized at least someone that saw it, right? But hey, let's say that there are some souls who probably haven't watched or heard the anime and are now watching this video. Great, I get the chance to traumatize you too. I mean, educate you on the wonderful and beautiful anime that totally doesn't scare the shit out of me, Akame ga Kill. The story set us at the capital of the empire, called the capital. I ain't joking. That's all it's ever called, is the capital of an empire with no name either. But, well, not empires have the name of their capital. I don't know. It's not like I have an empire yet. This is Tatsumi, our young and optimistic protagonist who, like any protagonist we've seen so far in anime, wants to be a hero for his homeland or whatever that case may be. He saves these two Esthers that we're never gonna see again, and long story short, he gets screwed over. Just kidding. Well, kinda. You see, after getting duped by this young lady, our protagonist is left penniless on the street when he is approached by this sweet and lovely spawn of the devil. Well, you see, that blonde, whatever you may call it, with a sweet smile on her face, is not as he may appear to you newcomers. She is actually like a monster. He was taken away against his will. So now that you recover some of the rundown for some of you to understand, let's get to what you're probably been waiting for. Just so you know, it's gonna get dark for reasons that you'll find out as you continue watching. But trust me, it's gonna be entertaining. Our story really starts at a chilly season with a carriage heading straight for the capital. A girl with pink hair could see the capital walls from the window bars that separates her from a perfect view. Of course, as she releases a whips, it isn't due to a sense of astonishment or excitement. No, it's because of their predicament. You see, her name is Air and she was being accompanied by her two best friends, Luna and Fall, and they were being sold off as slaves. We don't really get to know much about their village, except for the fact that it's one of the many villages hit by heavy taxation. The Prime Minister, in fact a tyrannical old man, had been using the child emperor as a figurehead in order to control the empire. Because of him, there have been corrupt government officials, the worst psychopaths, and the most dangerous of them all walking the streets to step on the weak and the helpless. As unfortunately as that sounds, that is where these three girls are headed to. We get introduced to Batch upon their arrival. He is their new master. He came to pick them up, to which Fall, the young boy of the tree, is surprised to see that he's a young man. She and her friends were expecting an old man, not that they were wrong to think that. Soon after, Batch shows them a good time. He took them to beautiful sites of the capital, gave them money to buy new clothes, and really just showed them a good time that they have never experienced in their village. And gradually, they began to warm up to him, and in a way end up dropping their guard around him. Sadly, before they realize it, Batch's true nature reveals itself. Paul is the first to realize it and retaliates by using a swift kick that she has learned, but it does nothing, and soon she is taken down easily with one punch by one of Batch's men. After her legs are snapped, Batch explains what he really does. He works with men whom we can refer as the capital's enthusiasts. These are men who enjoy torturing young girls like them. They like to see girls at their most happiest just so they could tear it down entirely. So it isn't long after that Air, Luna, and Fog are subjected to treatment that might as well be worse than death. We get back to Air just to find that everything we witnessed was how we recounted our experience to Leon, a fighter and information gatherer of Nightwing. She is sadly the only survivor amongst her friends. With tears of complete pain, she requests Leon to avenge her friends. He also offers her money that she stole from her master. Sadly, she had to go through indescribable and horrific things just to make sure her master doesn't suspect her true intention. Leo accepts the request and soon we're brought back to Batch and the enthusiasts. He informs them that he'll be bringing in more young girls, to which they have a toast to celebrate. Unknown to them, however, they'll be meeting their end pretty soon. Outside, the guard is having a smoke before Leon comes in and snaps his neck. It isn't long before Batch, the enthusiasts, and the other guards inside are made aware of Night Raid. That's me and Mine burst through the windows, both of them wielding their own individual powerful weapons. Mine quickly disposes of some of the guards with her weapon that she calls Pumpkin and kills most of the enthusiasts. Meanwhile, Tatsumi swiftly cuts the other guards in half. It turns out, however, that one of the enthusiasts, the one whom had ordered Paul's legs to be snapped, had survived one of Mine's bullets. He decides right away to pretend that he's dead in order to escape. Meanwhile, Batch escapes to an underground tunnel with some of his remaining guards to protect him. That enthusiast fortunately doesn't last long because Lombok, another member of Night Raid, quickly notices his heart and swiftly kills him. We cut over to Batch, who's fleeing the scene along with those two guards. He's feeling quite pleased of his escape, but that soon comes to an end when he smells the scent of blood. He looks forward to find the walls, ceiling, and floors covered in blood. He is then able to see a feminine figure walking towards them with a katana in hand. He is instantly struck with fear once he recognizes her. His guards swiftly charges at the assassin with their weapons drawn, but then with a move that was barely seen by the average eye, they were cut down by the assassin. Now, scared for his life, Batch resorts to begging. He tears open his chest to reveal a mark on his chest. This isn't just any mark, no, it's a mark of his slave. His own mother had sold him off some years ago, but before he could finish, the assassin cuts his chest with a katana, specifically at the place his slave mark is located. A katana is not just like any other weapon. This is a special weapon which, upon even the slightest cut, inserts a poison that kills its victim instantly. So, before the poison kills Batch, the last thing he remembers and sees is the assassin's cold, glaring eyes. She doesn't look at him as another human being. No, what she sees, that is Batch, is trash that should have been tossed out. Her name is Akame, and she is the greatest assassin in their capital. The next day, business goes on like usual. Besides the incident being noticed and investigated by the Empire's secret police, no one really seemed to care. Why would they? Hearing about some people being killed was a regular thing in the capital. So, what about Air? She's happy that her friends have been avenged, and now she wants to join them in the afterlife. With a bottle in her hand, she gulps down the mysterious contents in it, and with a last fleeting thought of hope that if she is reborn, it's at a kinder world, she lies on the floor dead. So, that was really dark. No surprise there, but there is a reason why I made this video. There's no denying the fact that the anime is dark. No one really gets spared from having some form of gruesome death except a lucky few. I'm not into those kind of things except in a few exceptions. But wow, I had no idea how deep the anime would go. Forgive me for not watching your precious Berserk or Goblin Slayer. I'm not into those things which they go way too far on where I see it. Now about those girls, I really felt sorry for them. I think we can all agree that child slavery is no joke. So the fact that we get to see the victim's side of the story in the manga from beginning to end is what I guess is why it's called a special chapter. I don't know. So even with everything that happened, I find it really sad that they are forgotten. Their village sends them off to some place like their commodity, and while I can understand the reason, it doesn't change how terrible and cruel it is. I looked through YouTube to see if anyone mentioned them. I don't want them to be forgotten so easily just because they appeared in one chapter and that's about it. And before some of you then say that, well, they won't have brought anything important, I guess you're right, but still, I wish maybe they could have just gotten at least a flashback or something. But doesn't seem that's the case. Luckily, in the anime, they actually do survive. As you can see here, they did survive. The circumstances are never revealed, but we get to see them in the parade organized by the Revolutionary Army. So I guess that's something good. But for those of you who only watch the anime and never step to the manga, now you know what these three girls are. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy watching this. This isn't what the channel will be about. We're not a manga or anime exclusive channel. We plan on bringing some great content of every topic or aspect you could imagine. So keep that in mind and look forward to more. So what are your thoughts on the video? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell, and I'll see you next time with a much light-hearted video.